What do you get when you mix a hand-poured soul and high-tech production? You get nothing other than a collaboration between Yum and Scottsboro Tackle, the Sniper Shad. Designed to hunt with its pintail design and signature rolling action, it delivers a realistic motion that stays stable even on the slowest retrieves. The new injection molding design will give you a perfect bait right out of the package. The Sniper Shad is the minnow you need.
She grew up fast. Will she remember these times and continue the tradition? You better believe it. Tell a new fish story with Garmin.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
On the water, nothing stays the same. Conditions shift, pressure builds. The anglers who rise are the ones who adjust. Every cast, every decision. Strike King has lived that truth from the start. From our first spinner baits to the baits shaping what's next. New water, new technology, new challenges. So we build what anglers need to stay a cast ahead. Strike King, tie one on.
You can ask the flowers. Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Semifinal Saturday, the 7th stop of the 2026 Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series, the Maxim Tire Bassmaster Elite at the Pasquotank River, in an event that we rolled into last time, and somebody won it by the all-time record over 45 pounds. It's turned into one of the tightest tournaments we've had all year long, an unstable top 10, and it's continued to change all day long. I don't know who's going to make our top 10. I mean, up top there, the top 4 or 5 probably solidified their spot, but we have seen those bottom 5 continue to move. You see Trey McKinney in the mix, a major move for him, a big day for him to continue to put some points on Corey Johnson, which we don't know what's going on with him today. Lots of action going on, and so there should be, because the season winded down after this little bit of a summer break. And then we'll be heading for the northern swing. But let's get caught up with everything that's been happening on the action. Myself, Kyle Jesse, joined by Luke Palmer. But let's have our Bassmaster Midday Report and kick it off with our day one leader, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane.
Yeah, Zaldane doing what he does best, focusing in on a swim bait all week long. Obviously, the bridge has been a massive player for him. Caught some fish yesterday on boat docks, but the majority of his damage has come from those bridges. Really keyed into the current, how that sets those fish up, how it makes them react. has done an outstanding job, explaining that all week long. And as always, watching Chris Zaldain on Bassmaster Live has been an absolute blast.
Yeah, he's not only been impressive with what he's done on the water, it's been impressive how he's scaled that the walkways around those bridges to get baits back. And had a near miss earlier, almost went CJ and fell in the water. But Chris Zaldain doing something he is very, very good at. And the good thing about him is he has the entire day to fish. He's got about 3 hours of fishing time ahead of him, while the rest of the field, with the exception of Wesley Gore, I believe, in our top 10, and also Trey McKinney in that area, the rest of the field's going to have to start thinking about making a move back, while Chris Zaldain's got the rest of the day to continue to pound those fish, and he has said the afternoon seems to be key for him. Cody Huff, well, it just seems when anytime he casts, he's catching them, and that is the story today, catching a huge number of fish. But he made a long run and has done it every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the most fish we've seen today on Bassmaster Live from Cody Huff. We've talked a lot, especially over the first 2 days, how critical it is to catch that 5 to 6, 7 pounder. Luke Palmer, obviously one of those guys that found one of those fish early in this tournament. But Cody Huff getting a lot of bites, able to catch a lot of quality keepers to this point: a 4 1/4, a 3 1/4, 3 1/2, a 4 1/2, and a 4 pounder in the live well right now. 19 pounds, 8 ounces on the day, currently sitting in second place. 3-day total right now at 60 pounds, 2 ounces. Really, really steady tournament so far for Cody Huff.
How about our day 2 leader, former Elite Series champion Stetson Blaylock? Started off the day with some big shots.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A 5 1/4 and a 7 1/2 within the first couple of hours of competition. Things slowed down there for a little bit for him. Right now he's got 19 and a half pounds in the boat. Still has a 112 and a 2 1/2 in the boat, so a lot of room to grow. Currently taking the lead here in this event. Been a lot of fun to watch him. Talked a lot about how mentally challenging it is in these tournaments where it's super hot. There's not much wind where he's at, but obviously been able to keep his mind in it and doing as good of a job as anybody in this tournament so far.
Trying to do something nobody else has done, and that is retain the lead in multiple days. We've had a different leader each and every day. Not the story of the last time we were here. Wire victory, obviously, by Kyle Patrick, but Stetson Blaylock seems to set up very well for this fishery and really has had an incredible week. He's going to be part of our field on Championship Sunday, and the question is, can he retain that lead? And a scary cat trying to chase him down. When Jason Christie catches a big fish and looks at the camera and says, "We are fishing boat docks all day long," you need to be very, very scared. And that's exactly what he did today. Out with him live right now. Luke Palmer, you're not just here with a pretty face, but thanks for joining us.
Y'all are doing such a good job. I was admiring y'all talking about it. So,
let's admire this.
He just has 4, doesn't he? Yeah.
He may have the biggest fish we've seen all week, though.
That's depressing.
Bad news for Luke Palmer.
Current Phoenix Post Big Bass leader.
Yeah. He doesn't need that extra cash. I could use it. So just calm down, Jason. But yeah, that fish was huge. I just seen it a little bit ago, and looks like he's got another grill on. So. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Watching his day today, that tells you how much better it is. Because, we're talking about a guy who had 4 fish yesterday.
Yeah.
Now for the Wesley Gore. Didn't make the run. Staying close to home, and it is working for him.
But, we're kind of upgrading here. Is this kind of what your day like was yesterday, or did it just shut off?
It's just slow and steady all day. It's never hot and heavy. There was the first day it happened real quick. I caught 20 pounds in an hour, but I caught them in the creek I was in. But, it's basically been identical. I run around on the river for about 45 minutes in the morning, try to catch one. Yesterday morning I was fortunate to catch a 3 1/2 pounder on my first cast. Not second, first. And I went in there with one, and I didn't even fill my lemon there. I caught 3 in there, and they were all just nice chunks, 2 1/4 to, I think, 2 1/2 pounders. I caught 3 decent ones. I seen a couple big ones I didn't get to bite. you know, and then the day we went in there with 0. So, you know, the first day I went in there with 0, I left with 5. Today went there with 0, come out with 4. So, and we actually had an opportunity to have a 5th one. It wasn't a big one, but I did lose a, you know, 15-incher probably. But yeah, I have more now than I had at this time yesterday. But I made a crucial call late. I mean, I traded a 2 1/4 with an 8-pounder late yesterday. So we're just gonna keep running around and looking. I came in this little creek here. The banks are a little deeper. That one I've been fishing in, as you've seen, they're really shallow, and it's just hard to see. So I'm just trying to see that the fish that were back in this stuff have pulled out where I can see them, because there's not enough water back there anymore for them to be there. So I got, you know, 1.5 to 2 foot outside the trees. That's kind of what I'm combing through, just looking. You know, if I see an object or target, I kind of pick at it, just like this sticking out. I'm not going to tell you I can see one in there, but I just throw to it to try to draw one out and see it, and then, you know, keep going. But I prefer to just see one, you know, if I can. But probably going to just keep working up the river. We got 2 teeny tiny ones, and yeah, we just got to get rid of those.
Lots on the line here today as our season kind of ticks away right in front of our very eyes. I just had a look at Bass Track, and Trey McKinney inside our top 10. Today, a critical day in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. We talked earlier today about Corey Johnson slid inside the top 50 in 47th, which he can make a bunch of points up, but he's going to in the next few hours because he has not done it up till this point.
Yeah, right now on Bass Track, just one fish for 3.6. But as you mentioned yesterday, late in the day, he was able to salvage a pretty good bag. So he's going to need to do it here quick.
And I don't know what happened yesterday, but it felt like he wasn't putting in fish all day.
Yeah.
And then he put him in at the end of the day. His last fish went in not long ago. Yeah. So they are reporting fish. And
212 or 1221, yeah.
You're talking about a 40-point swing between them, which is huge when we're heading north.
Absolutely.
Try to catch one more and sneak in there till tomorrow, hopefully. And maybe
you know what has been cool about this place is every day it's changing, and you can make such a big move. Someone's liable to bust 35 pounds today, tomorrow, and completely change up. You know, just, you know, for example, Fisher, you know, caught a big bag. He's already in top 10. What Tompkins had almost 28 yesterday, went from 5 pounds to, you know, almost in the top 10. So it is cool about this place. Now, when we go up north, if you don't have 20, the difference between 20 and 22 pounds can be astronomical, and you can't ever make up that ground. And it's what kind of makes this more exciting, I guess you'd say.
Sure.
Because 1 or 2 swings of the bat can completely change your entire day.
Which also makes those potential 40 points we're talking about
100%.
between Corey and Trey huge. To make 40 points in the next 2 events will be very, very hard, because you just don't have people who slip up. But you look in our top 10, Fisher and I with just 3 fish on day number 1, and to have the second biggest bag of the day yesterday and potentially the biggest bag of the day here today. We're going to continue to see moves. I mean, as a fan, I love this. And Pat Schlopper, another guy who had 11 pounds on day 1, a giant bag yesterday, another big bag here today. Leaderboard is going to continue to change. Don't go anywhere. Maxim Tire, Bassmaster Elite, Pasquotank River.
It's the moment when everything is on the line, and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
How do you stop backlashes without killing your cast? The Paramag system uses a radial paramagnetic design that applies even force across the entire brake surface, creating perfect spool balance and smooth, silent operation. No friction, no noise, just control. All without a single battery. Elite performance is no longer just for the elite. The Paramag braking system. Feel the difference.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution.
There's a big one in the reeds ahead. I know it. He doesn't care who I am, what titles I have, how many blue trophies I got, that I've fished since I could walk, or that I've spent countless hours on the water for this moment. It's me versus the fish, and I like to win.
Look at that freaking Bronco board, baby. There's a kid named Fisher and Nyan. It's the next
one. Innovation doesn't wait. It adapts, evolves, and transforms how anglers tackle every challenge on the water. For anglers seeking smarter gear, sharper performance, and new ways to master their craft, FXR Pro Fish is shaping the future and influencing the next generation of anglers. Every cast and every legacy starts here.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every Epic Pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swing jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used, they never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, whatever, you don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
The Yamaha V-Max SHO. Pure Yamaha DNA designed for reliability and performance. Yamaha's brawny 4.2-liter big block cranks out massive power. Quick out of the hole with sizzling top speed. Unleash the power with 70 amps of charging ability for today's power-hungry electronics. Yamaha V-Max SHO. The game changer still dominates.
50 anglers in the field battling it out, and the battle's going to be decided this afternoon at our weigh-in, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure to tune into Bassmaster.com. And as you see right now, our Yeti hot seat, if it was being loaded, would be loaded by Stetson Blaylock, our Day 2 leader. But the question is who will be loading it here after Day 3. 10 anglers will move into Championship Sunday, and the weights you're seeing right now are unofficial, but it all becomes official when they hit the scales this afternoon. Going to be a fun weigh-in, a giant crowd, and I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I mean, not often you go into a Saturday afternoon at this point and you're like, I don't know who will be in our top 10. Feel like this guy's going to be, because every time he's been hooked up, it's been a big one. And he's also weighed in 19 pounds, 11 ounces, 2 days in a row. It's funny when guys don't catch them and they're consistent weighing the same, they don't like it, but he did like it. Guess what? Hooked up again, and I bet you it's a good one.
Let's go with it. My God. Come on, baby. Come on. Come here. No. No. Yes! Let's go back. Let's go home.
Smallest fish of 1/8, I would say. Not anymore.
Some meat there.
How many 8-pounders have been weighed in?
It feels like a bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the dominance last year of Welcher, we did not see the number of 8-pounders.
That's such a good
certainly
goal.
not. Yeah, I don't have an exact number, but it seems like every fifth angler during weigh-in seems to weigh one. I mean, that might be an exaggeration, but
even with us being in the spawn last year and stuff, I wonder if the water getting blown out kind of messed those fish up in a way. You know, we've had relatively high water the entire time, or, you know, high for here, I guess. And I wonder if that's made those fish just feel a little bit better around the trees and stuff. And I wonder if guys really put the scope. Well, they have put the scope to work this
on the surface,
and it's made a big difference, I think.
I think so long and big.
Well, and we've had more 8-pounders than we've weighed.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, you weighed in an 8.14, and there's a bunch of guys that had one right at 8 that they didn't even weigh for big bass. So, yeah, it'd be a strong number.
Yes.
I know you're not hoping for it, but Christy might have. And
such a big fish.
And I'm not supposed to say this, but
Dude,
you muttered under your breath when you took that over from Christy
Yeah.
on day number one.
Like,
serves him right.
finally.
I didn't tell Christy that, but if he comes and gets you,
that'll be
mutter
his,
about the chief.
Yeah. Chief Tonka going to get me, it looks like, after that one. Because if he puts in his 8, that's scary what it could actually weigh.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it had some big eyes on it, and that normally means closer to 10 than 8.
All the way back.
There's really no telling what he actually has.
There is no sense.
He's got, what, 3 big ones?
And messing this up.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 fish he put in, we can say pretty confidently. One was a 2 even and one was a 4 even. We saw both of those, and I'm pretty confident those are definitely left.
To spare anyway, so we're fixing to go on ahead.
The chief here's all.
And like I said, we still got to get back.
What a turnaround.
We'll give ourselves plenty of time.
After 2 tough events to start it out.
And because we got to kind of
potentially
account
going to
for
be leading
the
another
more
one.
boat traffic too.
But
Especially
heck, let's see how many top 10s has he
those
had.
boats are
I mean,
giant.
he top 10 the river.
And they just bob around.
Tom Bigby won. And he did good at.
Man, I was going to go fish that dock.
But he did good
but
the
I'm gonna
last
save it for
2.
tomorrow.
26 at Santee Cooper, 63rd at Murray.
Yesterday and saved it.
So not extremely good, but when you have like back-to-back top 10s, that cancels out your couple of.
Yes.
Because if you have a bomb, you got to have a top 10 to cancel it out, and he's already done that for himself this year.
Yes.
It's how he wins, though. Like, if you look through his career, when he wins in bunches. Like, he'll go a year or 2 not winning, then he'll win 3 in a year.
Because the first year that he, like, really hit the stage, wasn't he, with FLW and Bass?
Mm-hmm.
And he won. Did he win 2 or 3 or 4?
3 that year.
Yeah. So
let's check in with our day 1 leader. Love to see him pull it off, man. He has knocked at the door so many times throughout his career. Sooner or later, we're going to see him hoist that blue trophy.
And wasn't it at Santee, he was so committed to the swim bait, and he's like, you can't do that. And now it seems like he's pretty committed to what he's doing right now. I mean, so, yeah, I fished there right where he's at in practice and caught like a 4.5, and I didn't ever go back. And then you see them just cracking them off of it. It makes you sick.
No, maybe not.
Finished last place at our last tournament.
I think it does, dude.
But we've seen that happen earlier this year. Christy went from a last to first in his next event.
I'm the exact opposite. I went from first to last whenever I won that year.
That happens.
That one's easier to explain, though, probably.
Christy did that after he won the Classic, though, too.
That just shows you how vulnerable and how crazy this sport can be.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I mean, you know, like I was a basketball player. Jason obviously was a good one. And when he gets hot, you know, I mean, you can do nothing wrong, it seems like. But boy, when it's wrong, it's like you can do nothing right. Like you're ice cold. So it's crazy how the swings are so tragic, you know. I always said to get that curve instead of going up and down, you got to get that thing to where it's kind of flattened out to an extent to stay on this. To stay here and fish, it has to be like that because you can't be up and down because these guys are getting so consistent that the mean is very hard to stay at.
I think yesterday yesterday's weigh-in was a perfect example of that, the cut weight going up the way it did. I mean, obviously the fishing itself got better, but it just shows you how good guys are. I mean, there were guys that were weighing in and would have, you know, high 25s, 26 plus, and you'd basically be able to tell them, yeah, you're going to make the cut, and you'd still miss the cut. But that's just how good the field is at this point.
Did John Cox end up making a cut?
No, don't even bring it up.
No, I mean, I was talking. He was right there.
First.
Oh, he was right there in bag line with me, and I was like, he's like, yeah. He said, man, I think I got around 13. I said, oh, you're good. 26? Yeah. I said, you're in. I said, there's no way it's going to go up over a pound.
I'm glad to hear you said that to him because I did too, and I feel terrible about
I did. And I was pulling for it, you know.
I told him on stage, I'm not telling you made it because he's had too many of them in the low 50s. But let's head over
doesn't need to be 3. It doesn't need to be
fruit bat.
15 pounds.
Get inside that top 10 has slipped to 13.
I'm not even asking for 6.
This
Bass
kid
guys.
saved
I'm
me
simply
yesterday from possibly blanking.
3+
I rolled by him. I said, you got him? He said, I got 16 or so. I said, well, I ain't got anything.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
asking
I
was eyeing off. He said, how you come back?
Pounder from
and I come back and he threw. He said, go up here.
If it's 5,
catch you 5
that's
and then
okay.
leave. I said,
if it's
fine.
8,
I said, hey, I appreciate it, man. He threw me a bait or two. So I got some of those. I pulled up there. My first cast, I catch a 4.5.
I prefer it to be 8.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to catch a limit.
But if they gave me a 5-pounder, I'd be pretty over the moon as well.
You know, those 2 keepers I caught there, I mean, obviously I'm still out of the classic cut a good ways, and I've got to catch them. But that could have saved me 20 more points and could be the difference between me making it or not. You know, I hope it is me making it because I crack on the next 2 tournaments. But that could have been a 98th place finish compared to 81st or whatever I end up being. So thank you, Kyle.
Like, could I maybe caught another 3 or 4 by the bridge? Yeah. But
yeah, that place
didn't seem right to me. Party. So yeah, I was over in the Perquimans to start the day, fishing a bridge, and some docks today. I mixed in some docks, and now I'm making a bad cast. Now I'm making a bad cast. Now I ran. Just like I've pretty much done every day, back to takeoff. And just hoping to catch a big one. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I've got like a 1/8 in the well or something. So I just need to. Oh, I got it right here. I just need to call that out. Simple. It's not really that simple, but in theory it is.
If you even think about hanging up on a Cypress
maybe
limb that's green,
6-pounder
you might as
right
well
there.
forget about your bait. It's hung. You're
Kind
done.
of look 6-pounder-ish. Like I did day 1, maybe. Oh my God! No way, dude.
Oh gosh.
I had one. I don't know if it was a gar, but I had one come off that tree. That looks kind of intriguing.
Everything intriguing when you're watching Kyle Patrick. Fruit bat trying to get his way into the top 10, which would be his first top 10 of the 2026 season. Atop our leaderboard, same guy who led day number 2, Stetson Blaylock, trying to chase down his second Elite Series victory. Drew Cook in second, Jason Chris continues to charge. Cody Huff, fish for Anaya. What a move from 3 fish on day number 1 all the way up to 5th place in the tournament. Your day 1 leader, Christelle Dane, Wesley Gore, Hunter Track, Pat Schlopper trying to make his 3rd top 10, and Jake Curran.
It was built on the water, obsessed with innovation from concept to catch. Because big bites don't happen by accident. From weekend anglers to hardcore grinders, this is gear built for everyone chasing their next personal best. G-Rat Baits, built to catch bass, one bait at a time.
I fish in some of the worst elements across the country. Spring. That's a giant, dude. Summer. Oh my gosh. Hi. Look at that thing. Winter. It's so cold. And fall. Got it. Big one. That's awesome.
Being comfortable and staying dry is the only option.
AFCO. Any fish, any water.
What's down there? For ages, man could only wonder. Until 1957, when a man named Carl Lorentz used World War II sonar to invent the first portable fish finder, and a company of fishermen, pioneers of underwater intelligence. We're still leading the way nearly 70 years deep. At Lorentz, we make more than marine electronics. We make fishing.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yo-Zuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yo-Zuri Pro Series is the answer. This is the Quick Cube.
Quick Cube.
The Quick Cube.
The Quick Cube. The durability is my favorite thing about the Quick Cubes. You can flip through them like a filing cabinet.
The clear window on these, I know exactly what's in there.
And I love this bag. I've got a bunch of them.
You know, if you want to squish them in a little bit, it's no big deal. That zipper is watertight, floats. I can just drop it right in the water, and then I can pull it right back out again, and it's totally dry on the inside.
Yamaha V-Max SHO. The power behind a remarkable 6 elite wins plus the 2025 Bassmaster Classic Championship in 10 tournaments. Powerful performance. Legendary reliability. The V6 V-Max SHO. The choice of champions. Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Here in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, loving the weather today. A little bit cooler. It has been a humid week, but that didn't stop the crowds. Incredible crowds here in this beautiful part of North Carolina. And man, we've had a great stretch of events here in the Carolinas, in South Carolina. This one in North Carolina, but after this, it'll be the northern swing. But won't be long before we're back here to Elizabeth City. Want to thank Visit Elizabeth City and all the fine folks that made sure we came back here, and man, it is a special, special place, isn't it, Kyle?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, last year you really don't know what to expect. A place we haven't been to on the Bassmaster Elite Series. The crowds were amazing. The fishing was amazing. So far, so good. Same exact thing here this year.
Seafood amazing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great seafood place. It's not that I would judge a venue on that, but I will judge this one on that.
Doesn't hurt.
No, it makes it better.
Not everywhere we go has great seafood.
No.
We're probably going to miss out on that when we go up north, aren't we?
Hate to have a tiny one in there, but I'm happy to have him as part of it's an extra pound.
No, never mind. I'll just cull him out with this one.
I don't know if I watched that one eat it. I don't know if he'll cull that one or not. We're going to find out, though. I watched him come up and get it right there.
You know, like we were talking
About time to
on
go,
break,
too.
how big this place is. People don't. I don't think Google Earth gives you justification of how massive this place is.
It might.
You know, like we was talking. If you could just go put in each one of these major creeks, you could fish a week in each one of them and not hit the same tree twice. You know,
yeah.
the trees are in 5, 6, 7 foot of water, and you can go to the bank, and it's 30 yards before you even get to 2 foot of water. So these fish have so much
Holds
stuff
up
to
just a
hide
little bit.
in,
That's a two,
spawn in,
little over a
and
2 for a 180.
really get big.
Small call for Tetson.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. If all that makes any sense. Oh, yeah.
He held that fish way too close to the side when he was calling that other one out. That thing flops and it's gone for me.
The last hoorah right there. For the most part.
Yeah, it's where he's at. It's about an hour. If he's still in the Chowan, I guess. If that's about an hour and 7 minutes to get back if it's flat.
And that wind is starting to kick up by the looks of things, but a guy that doesn't even have to worry about the wind, Chris Aldane. In 6th place right now, but got
all right. We've got
all the time ahead of him.
About 2 hours left in the day. About an hour and a half worth of fishing left. Gonna hang out here. I mean, still got current, still got shade, still got bait.
How perfect was that?
That old coal, maybe.
That bridge had so much bait on it in
I don't think
practice.
so.
Like, it's unbelievable how much
Always
was
little
around
right
it.
there. Small one is 2.9. Got heavy 3s, 1/5.
Here's the time of day where you see if
1 ounce coal.
his gamble of staying close paid off, because we're about to see them
It's
all start
fatter than
running,
this
and
one.
he can make it happen here in the next hour and a half.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're hanging out here. That opening, and that opening, where that little dead tree is, and then that little bobber right there is where it goes down. The other day about this time, look at them, they're busting, dude. They're so hard to get to bite unless they're in the pilings. When they're out here, they're really hard to get to bite. But we're just gonna stay in the danger zone. We learned today that this is called the danger zone because Trey McKinney came in through here hot. And I told him about it. He's like, no, it's not a no wake. It's called just a danger zone. You're damn right it's a danger zone. Sorry, Trey, for trying to call you out there. It's not a no wake. Gosh, dude.
Zal danger zone. If he wins it, we're doing it. We're painting the signs.
I've already rented the kayaks. We're in good shape.
Kayaks? I thought you were going to tandem and do it.
That's right. You said I was.
Yeah, you're doing the paddling.
Just got to keep on making these nice presentations right along these pilings here, these gnarly pilings. Throw it where the rest of the guys haven't.
There are so many cross members in those things. Like, it's ridiculous how tough it is to get your bait through there. Like, it's frustrating, as heck. But when you make the right one and it does come through there freely and gets hammered, it's okay.
what was really cool yesterday, seeing him on live, is hearing him explain how it was basically like a 18-inch window of where he was needing to keep his bait, and obviously choosing his swim bait hook and weight based on that window, because otherwise you'd get hung on the members below or the ones above it. Really, really detailed.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a mistake that he's doing what he's doing.
Right.
I mean, he's technically one of the most proficient at it, and he's doing things with that bait that the majority of the field, everybody has their level of expertise, but there's not much he's better at than what he's doing. And if you watch how precise his casts are, he doesn't miss.
No.
And is he throwing a bait that he helped design too?
Yeah,
I guess
it is his bait.
So like Christy with the covert spinner bait, pretty much. It's kind of neat to see that how spread out everybody is. You know, you got several guys in show on. You got the Perquimmin. Is the North River playing much this time?
Not as much, but there's been some anglers in there in the top 50.
So, I mean, and then you got obviously right here at the ramp. I mean, the creek that we're at, or river you want to say, is massive. I mean, you can run up it for 25 miles probably. I don't know, but you can run forever up it too. So, I mean, it's got depth. It's got cover everywhere. So, I mean, it's a really cool place to be able to do that, you know. And I just wish I wouldn't have burned $285 of fuel each day, and I would have just burned $8 of fuel, like Zaldane did, and just stay home and
Buddy,
just
it
figure
looks
it out.
good.
That, and when you got flow coming either way, in or out, those fish are repositioning every day, and more fish are moving up there, and with as much bait as, like we said, is around this sound period, like the numbers you know of fish is just astronomical, really. And when you get the right conditions, you can see what these guys can do. First day was not ideal conditions, apparently. I don't know what changed, what was so much different about it, but it's either the conditions are getting better or these guys are just figuring them out day by day, and it's going down. I mean,
His conditions, I mean, it's all timing.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he calls his shot, you know, hey, they're going to bite. You know, it's all about current and movement, and that wind kicking up that could be an obstacle for some of our field on their way back actually probably helps him. Speaking of helping him, a man who needs help in many ways, the wonderfully entertaining fruit bat, Cal Patrick.
is a fruit bat or a fruit fly? Because he is all over the thing.
Giving a lot of credit to Zaldane here this week, and Zaldane keyed him in on that bite.
Like he's talking, that a bite is so addicting. When you do get bit on it, they knock slack in it, and it's hard to want to do anything else. You know, I love to flip and stuff, and I caught a few on that swim bait yesterday, and it.
I think he said it was about a 35-mile run, something like that.
But just feels like it's going to happen for him.
He's so dialed into what he's doing, though.
Please don't be
Earlier
a
today
striper.
with Cal Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Very, very awkward.
Come on now. Watch yourself. Shaky fast. Oh, buddy. We got ourselves a good one. That thing choked that. That's a good one.
I guess his lips never get burnt or chapped.
Mercer, I don't know what you're talking about. He seems perfectly fine to me.
Homie the clown. Homie, don't play that. Homie the clown in the house. That ain't sync. I'm all here for Homie the Clown. From In Loving Color. You thought he was gone, but Homie the Clown is back. He just happens to be on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Is that what he does when he's home? He just goes to birthday parties and does that, maybe?
I don't think he's allowed at birthday parties, to be honest, but his lips and ears are well taken care of. And he's trying to battle his way into our top 10. Been there all week. Can he slide in there here in the last few hours of fishing time at semifinals Saturday? Only the top 10 move on to Sunday.
We identified a few different ways in which we could make, in our opinion, the best harness swim bait on the market. The Swag LT. To have a top hook line through, a bottom hook line through.
It has a hybrid wedge tail, so I'm able to burn it as fast as I can reel. It doesn't blow out, and I can barely turn the handle, and it keeps kicking. How many harness-style swim baits will do that for you?
Swag LT is going to change the way you look at a harness swim bait.
Bassmaster is a dedicated Bassmaster initiative designed to encourage, educate, and empower women in bass fishing, focusing on building a supportive, inclusive community. Under the motto, Built by Women, Powered by Passion, it serves as a central hub for connection, mentoring, and showcasing female anglers through workshops and storytelling. Scan the QR code or register for one of the upcoming Bassmaster workshops.
What do you get when you mix a hand-poured sole and high-tech production? You get nothing other than a collaboration between Yum and Scottsboro Tackle, the Sniper Shad. Designed to hunt with its pintail design and signature rolling action, it delivers a realistic motion that stays stable even on the slowest retrieves. The new injection molding design will give you a perfect bait right out of the package. The Sniper Shad is the minnow you need.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost and outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary, and that is why Mercury means more.
Discover the hidden gems and pristine waters of Tennessee's B.A.S.S signature lakes. Conveniently located throughout Tennessee, there's a signature lake near you, covering all regions of the volunteer state, all endorsed by the legendary Bill Dance himself. Whether it's a weekend getaway or an extended vacation, create timeless memories at Tennessee's Bill Dance signature lakes. Plan your trip today.
When every cast counts, are you truly zeroed in? If your transducer isn't perfectly aligned, you're missing fish, period. Meet the zeroed in mount from Beatdown Outdoors, built from heavy-duty aluminum and stainless steel. Switch between forward, down, and perspective modes in seconds. No tools. Get zeroed in.
Bass fishing can make you sore. Bucks Island understands that catching a big bass or weighing a big bag can make you feel like you're flying. We know how to help you take off like we do our Falcon boats and Yamaha Pro West Logan. Come see us and land on the top of the perch. Visit Bucks Island, your top Falcon boats dealer, located at 4500 Highway 77 in Southside, Alabama. Call 1-800-I'm-READY or visit us online at bucksisland.com.
Find our way and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Welcome back. Continued coverage here. And you said you rented us a boat to go out and paint those signs. And I'm impressed with the rental, Kyle Jesse. Budget going up, trailer going up, thanks to the fine folks at Yamaha. But one thing to continue to do is our winning weight continues to go up. Stetson Blaylock added a few ounces to his weight, and he's all alone in the 62s right now, unofficially. Drew Cook right behind him. Jason Christie having a big day, and maybe, potentially, I know you don't want to hear this, Luke, but potentially the biggest bass of the tournament. Luke Palmer on set with us, joining us, and he's currently leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass, and that is how big's yours, Luke?
814.
814. Do you think Christie's was bigger, Kyle?
Now it's 813.
I don't want to hurt Luke's feelings.
All right.
I mean, I already beat down enough. You don't have to just keep cramming it over here. So
let's check in with Wesley Gore. Didn't make the long run, but he is catching them. Listen to how his day's going.
We're up the river right now. Just actually looking at a little bit of new water. I don't have time to go back to my creek I've been fishing in, probably. Not in fish it efficiently, so gonna just keep bouncing around. Probably gonna slide back down there around the railroad bridge to the ramp area and hopefully see one and get a bite. You know, that area is full of really nice ones. We'll probably look at a couple of the trees that I've been catching them off of, because so far they haven't been there, but I'm not going to say that they don't show up, because there's a lot of them that show up late in the evening again. And we're just going to keep poking along. We got two, little bitty ones. We really need to upgrade, but if we don't, it'll be all right. It's been a good week. And super. Well,
boy. Just came into that boat with some sizzle crisp.
Anyway, but really need a big one or two, and we're going to go back to that area that I feel confident we can get it. That zone down there's been good to me. It's where they've all came from. Just going to go back through everything slowly, pick it apart, and hopefully pick at least one more up. If it's a 3-pounder, that would be phenomenal. I won't complain about it. I'm not upset with that. But I think one more really nice one will put us for sure into tomorrow, and see what we can do. The wind's gonna blow tomorrow. If we can make it, it'll change things, which hopefully for the best, because we lost a lot of water today.
What does he mean by we lost a lot of water today, Luke?
I guess since all the tide here is wind driven, I'm used to, well, not used to, but when we have been to tidal fisheries, it seems like there's a certain, every 4 hours or 6 hours you have water moving up or down. Where this here, you actually, when you have wind out of a certain way, this thing can come up a foot or 2 foot even, or it can drop out a foot or 2 foot. It's very, very conducive to the wind. So I guess whatever wind we had this week right now is actually pulling water out of, I guess is he in the Pasquotank River, pulling it out. So I guess he actually wants more water, which to me, I would want a little less water, so it kind of pulls those fish to the outside trees and makes them a little more, or not easier to catch, but it puts them on more of those isolated spots to where you can get those fish instead of being way back in the trees where you can't get to them.
Get that honey lust in their eyes.
Yeah, that's what surprised me. Like in practice, I was catching them off complete isolated trees. I mean, not even trees. They were actually big laydowns. And where those fish went after 12 hours, I don't know, which was really kind of weird. So, and the water actually was about the same where I was fishing. So I don't know really. It's kind of weird how these fish have moved up, out, in, what they're doing. Just like you seen Christie said, he's completely switched to boat docks. Maybe he didn't catch them off of those in practice, and he just felt like that was the deal today, and it was.
Other zone, just see what happens.
Well, now for something completely different. Let's head over to the Fruit Bat. Aptly named by Mark Zona. I mean, a nickname that just, the more times you watch him, the more times the nickname makes sense.
Just
Love to see
partying.
him in his first top 10 of the
in
season.
the Pasquotank. It's still party time. Trying to just get one big bite, and then it'll be a discotheque. Okay. We need one big bite, and I feel like I didn't get any bites in here in practice, but it just, I caught a 4.5 pounder here last year, so that's why I'm here. It's random. Yeah, I'll go check it. And there's a bridge in the back that had some bait on it in practice. Oh, so I'm gonna go throw the swim bait around and see if we can't get a big one under the bridge.
If he catches a 7 or 8 pounder, it would be astronomical.
I hope Ryan and Brendan showed those boys who's boss on the golf course. I can tell you that.
Y'all, we're talking about golf.
Apparently. No one understands that, I'm sure.
Never trust a sport where
There's
water
just gotta
is
be a
a
random
hazard.
5-pounder chilling around somewhere in here, dude. Again, I don't want to be greedy. It doesn't have to be 5. It could be 4. Yeah, it could even be 3.
Boy, you can tell those birds are full of honey
Oh,
lust.
felt like a bite
this time
for
of
a
year.
second.
I can't believe how tight the weights are this week. You know, like it is just stacked in there. And no one's pulled away from it. I kind of figured someone might get on something different and, you know, be 8, 10, 12
Looks
pounds
good.
ahead.
Sounds good in here, doesn't it? Although the only... Whoa, that felt like a
Currently in
bass.
13th place. But we have seen big moves with one swing of the bat.
Have you hit your quota on terms and phrases used?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Weather's starting to feel sizzle crispy out there. Sure signs the Mark Zona's tuned in. I start saying ridiculous words for no reason, but I like how Luke totally avoided it. I mean, I dropped a honey lust, just acted like it didn't happen.
Maybe it was an accident.
Yeah.
We miss you, Z. Great to have you tuned in. I can guarantee you one thing, wherever he is, there's a lot of sizzle crisp, and his eyes are full of that honey lust. Oh, yes! The 252. There's a little sizzle crisp if you want. This song by John Christmas. Local Bassmaster band made this after last year's event, and I'm all here for it.
Pretty solid. Really pretty good.
Al, this kind of takes me back to whenever we were at back at home when me and Chase went to that little place.
On that one, baby.
I just feel like they could have played this there.
Probably did.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of times on the show where I'm not sure what to do, but maybe none more than that.
I mean, what you do is just breathe it in. Breathe it in.
That leaderboard pretty well does. Never a dull moment here at the Pasquotank River. So looking forward to it. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what Stetson's going to pull it off. Christy got the bag. Who's going to swing into this top 10?
John Christmas a little respect. Just listen. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to go.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.